Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Tech Try While Your Nails Dry, the tutorials that we do while we're in a short enough time period that my nail polish isn't dry yet. So tonight's episode, we're going to take a close look at Chrome browser extensions. So these are little add-on programs that you can put in your browser, and they do a number of different functions. They help you do your work more efficiently or add engagement. There are a lot of them out there. And in this case, we're looking at when you are in an administrated Chrome situation, so such as the case with a school district who has taken on G Suite and you have an administrator who manages your Chrome extensions and they push them out to the people within the network. So in the case of my district, in our Chrome browser, we have maybe even as many as 10 extensions lined up across the top of our browser page. And so several people have said, how do we manage those? What if we don't need all of them? What are they there for? How do we use them? How do we hide them? How do we manage those? So that's what tonight's episode is about, how to make the most of the organization of your Chrome browser. So we're going to take a close look at that. So while we look at my objectives, I'll be painting my nails. This is the color for tonight, a nice green color. So take a look at my objectives while I take care of this. Okay, my nails are painted, they're really wet, and here's a secret. This tutorial is going to be probably my fastest one yet, because when I show you how you can clean up your extensions within your browser to kind of tailor your experience, you're going to say, oh, that wasn't too bad, because it's really easy to move them around. So what we're going to do, what we're looking at here is just my browser window. And in my browser window, you can see across the top, let's count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 extensions. In this case, most of these extensions have been pushed out by my district administrator. And so when that happens, they think that most teachers are going to use them. They try to push out extensions that would be friendly K-12 or, to the entire group that it's being served. But it could be that I just find that I'm not using one and it's more in my way than not. And so here's how you can clean up your extensions. So let's say that I don't want this last one over here. And this is one that will help you check to see if a source is credible, but maybe that's not something I need right now. If I hover over it and right click and click on hide button, it's no longer visible in my browser. And if I close my browser and open it back up, it's going to remember that setting. So I can go on down the line. Maybe I want to keep this one, but I'm not sure if I use the gradebook split as much right now, even though that's a good one. And so I can right click and I can say hide buttons. So I can go down the row and decide which ones I want to see, which ones I want to hide, and really kind of clean that up a little bit more. Because in the world of extensions, there are lots of options. You might have the ability to add extensions in your browser in your district, and depending on the types of tools you use or the function that you need, you might have a ton that you want to have coming in and out, so you can hide them. So when you hide them, it's not deleting them. They're not gone forever. So in a later time, you might decide, oh, I really needed that gradebook split. So if you go back to your menu, the triple bar menu, and you click on it and you go down to the settings option, above settings, here is where you can get into your extensions, and here's where you can manage what you see. So now you have a bigger list of each of those extensions that you saw across the top of my browser window, and on the right hand side there is a checkbox next to the word enabled. So if I want to enable something, I can just uncheck it. If it's something that I've added, I can trash it. You'll notice that in this case, it's something that my district has pushed out, so it's not something that I'm going to be able to delete because I'm not controlling that district level content. So let's say that I had hidden a button, and then as it turns out, I actually want that to be visible again. Now I'm going to use it. When I hide it in my menu, automatically it has the show button option. So here's the Alice Keeler Gradebook Split extension. And if you remember, that was one of the ones I had right-clicked in my menu and selected Hide Button. Now that I'm in my settings and I'm in the extension tab, I can click on the Show button, and you'll notice it came right back into my extensions menu. So you can hide and unhide things. If it is content that your district has pushed out, you might not have the ability to take it totally out of your extensions list, but you could still hide it. If it's something that you've added, you can enable or uncheck the enable box, and you can also trash it. So that's just a quick way to keep that up. If you've never played with the buttons that are out there that your district has pushed out for extensions, you could definitely explore those. That's for another tutorial, another day, because each one of them has their own story to tell. But there's some really exciting options that you can use to customize your Chrome browsing experience. So I hope that's helpful for those who like to keep their browser window clean. And thank you for coming to episode 4, and be looking for episode 5 of Tech Try While Your Nails Dry.